There we are. Excuse me. Turn the light on so you can see me better. I got a eyebrow hair that's poking me in the eye, messing with my vision. Hey, Real Cygnus. Uh, hopefully have some more people come in. But until then, let's watch this numbskull. So this is entitled, Will the Final Experiment Actually Ever Happen? Or actually happen? Yeah, it will. And every flat earther has chickened out. Chickened out. They don't want to know the truth. They don't want to know the truth. They want to live in a delusion where they can complain about authority and NASA and how science is wrong because they didn't get an education and don't understand it. So let's hear the excuses this guy's going to use. It really is phenomenal, right?
That's the way we do it.
Hey, Petey, good to have you here.
Ah, let's see. I'll volunteer for a Red Bull over proper cameras. Um, yeah, that would be, you would do it. Okay, well, that brings me to something. Because I want to show you all this. This is pretty freaking crazy. And we're going to get to the topic of the show tonight. We're going to talk about the final experiment.
Pretty freaking crazy. What are you going to show a simple math formula?
I'm curious to
Oh, yeah, I saw that guy. Yeah.
know a little bit more about it.
Wait, which one are you talking about? The guy with the goatee, or what, the moon denier, or uh, uh Terrence? You talking about Terrence?
We're going to look at Patrick Duffy's latest video that he just put up like a couple of hours ago. I've got questions. We've all got questions.
Wait, who is it?
All this. This is pretty freaking crazy. And we're going to get to the topic of the show tonight. We're going to talk about the final experiment. I'm curious to know a little bit more about it. We're going to look at Patrick Duffy's latest video that he just put up like a couple of hours.
Yeah, Terrence Howard. He's an actor, and pretty good actor too. I mean, you can't take that away from him. He's just completely insane.
Ago. Um, I've got questions. We've all got questions. He's going to be appearing on Jeranism on June the 5th. So go over to Jeranism's channel and the link, he should have it. I saw it listed already. So check that out. And that should be pretty good. But we'll get into that here in just a minute. But for those.
Yeah, Terrence. He played a colonel or whatever in Iron Man. I mean, wasn't he replaced with what's his name in Iron Man? What role did he play? James Rhodes. Yeah, Rhodes. He was the original Rhodey, man. Yeah, Terrence Howard was the original Rhodey. I wonder if that's when he snapped.
Those of you that are space
Was he replaced because he snapped, or did he snap because he was replaced?
enthusiasts, holy crap.
Yeah, I saw the Professor Dave. Saw that video on him.
This is I don't know. Y'all can tell me what you think about it. Yeah, say to play.
But his movies are, see, what movies was he in? Empire. Yeah, he was the star of Empire, Hustle and Flow, Iron Man, The Best Man, Shirley, Big Mama's House, Get Rich or Die Trying, Crash, Prisoners, The Best Man Holiday, Pride, and The Brave One. I mean, he's been in quite a few movies. I mean, he's a pretty prolific actor. Hearts War, Dead Presidents. What other movies? Don't recognize any other names. Guess movie 43 was pretty popular. Yeah, he was in a few. A lot of them are truck stop DVDs.
Play? Did I? No, I did not.
Hey, Glover Mom.
Little
Hey, George.
computers, they just start, you give them an inch, they start taking a mile. They just want to do shit without you telling them that they can do it. All right. See, you're way ahead of the game there, monitor. Jesus. All right, here we go. So this is actually, well, let me just let it play.
Remember this space balloon we discussed back in 2021? It's now ready to serve its first batch of clients. Powered by a space balloon, a massive hydrogen-filled balloon with a long history of use by NASA, Spaceship Neptune ascends at around 12 miles per hour, ensuring a smooth and gradual ascent. While the capsule doesn't quite breach outer space, it does ascend above 99% of Earth's atmosphere, reaching 100,000 feet, providing passengers with 2 hours to marvel at the Earth's curvature against the cosmic backdrop, complemented by cocktails and meals. Once it reaches its peak altitude, the capsule disconnects from the balloon and gently descends to the ocean, where a recovery ship awaits. Space Perspective has successfully conducted uncrewed test flights of Spaceship Neptune and partnered with luxury space travel company Space VIP to offer a $500,000 Michelin star fine dining experience aboard it. SpaceX's achievements in recent years have propelled space exploration into the limelight.
Man, I had 0 cigarettes for the past 3 days, but this still makes me cough, and it just got this shit in my lungs I can't get up. So that's why I'm muting myself.
Despite a hefty price tag of $125,000 per seat, Space Perspective has secured hundreds of bookings. While choosing to journey to the edge of space may seem
Hundreds of bookings. So those hundreds of people are going to come back with video footage and eyewitness accounts, and these people are still going to deny every bit of it.
like a trade-off, it seems to be gaining acceptance among a broader audience.
That's why it triggers them so much, because yeah, their flat Earth is dead. They have no evidence for it, and all they have is just a hatred of authority figures.
Would you consider embarking on such a voyage when it's affordable?
No, this isn't a blunt. This is a rolly. This is a cone. These things, they're pre-rolled. You take one, you put it on the bottom of a loading funnel. You scoop it up, tap it down. Even comes with a little stick. Use to tap it down with, and you fill the cone. No tobacco at all. Yeah, I never, even when I smoked cigarettes, I never smoked a blunt. Didn't like the idea of mixing tobacco and marijuana. Oh yeah, Glover Mom, let me show you this. I posted this morning on my channel. It's pretty funny. Let me play this. Yeah, it was an upload. All right, let's see what Flatzoid's up to on Discord. So, I posted on Set of a Lake. Yeah, this is from Jack of All Trades. We've seen this video. To where Luca counted the number of frames that Flatzoid deleted, and just put the comment, "You owned yourself," and let's see what Flatzoid has to say about it. What? No reply? Huh. Oh no, he blocked me. Huh. So, Flatzoid, who is most certain that he didn't do anything wrong, has blocked me for pointing out where he lied.
And it was proven he lied.
So, thanks, Flatzoid, for proving yet again what a feckless, lying coward you are.
Yep. Oh, did he? I'll have to check that out.
No, there was a part on here
I don't even know his. I don't even know. Do you have a link to it? Because I don't know where his channel is.
I wanted to bring this back to. Let me see, where is it? Just before here. Okay.
Cool.
So how, if this goes and people are going, I said it, I've seen it. They had a $500,000 price tag, and they also had a $125,000 tag there. But either way, that's pretty much out of that. No, who's going to do that to just go up in a balloon ride and drop back down? Really? I mean,
Yeah, they are. Yeah, rich people will. People who make millions of dollars a year will. Yeah. What do you mean nobody's going to do that? They already have hundreds of people signed up, asshole.
and I'm also worried about this curved glass. But look what the curve.
Oh, curved glass. Oh, that means it makes straight things appear curved. Is that what you think, you illiterate piece of garbage? Huh.
Glass. Now we've got like this flat reflection on this thing. What's going on with that? I mean, that's a heavy price tag, right?
Yes, it's made with optical glass. It's not like a eyeglass lens. Same way with choppers, helicopters, airplanes. It's optical. Same thickness throughout. No refraction. Now you might have a little shifting when you look at it from an angle, but it won't refract or distort the image.
So how are they gonna? Would you go if somebody said, "Hey, I'll pay you. I'll give you the money, and you can go"? Would you go in that thing? And who would go?
Nobody will go because they don't want to know the truth. They don't want to see the curvature. They just want to whine about how we can't show it to them.
Let me go to put a poll in the chat. Okay. Where are we at? Here. Nope. There. Oh, wow. Hey, easy there, Captain.
Daniel Watkins posted 500,000. Ha ha ha. So only Freemasons can go. You think Freemasons are rich? You think I really wish Freemasons were rich, because then we wouldn't have fucking been hard up for money. Because my dad was a Freemason. What an ignorant comment.
Let me kick that up. All right, so we're gonna do.
Okay, hold on. Let me open this up.
Hi.
So this is Luca. We get to see Luca.
Guys, Globus Luca here. I'm going to try and recreate the 11 frames video that Flipside edited. This wood is really cold, by the way, and I have not been in it yet. So, play for me. This is gonna for science. I'm gonna jump in the pool.
I can see what's coming.
Okay.
I can see what's coming. I haven't seen this before, but I can see where this is leading.
Here we go. No, no.
I knew it. I knew it. I fucking knew it.
Do a poll here. We're gonna say, to start with, let's see. All right.
I mean, that's exactly what he did. That is exactly what he did.
So we're going to start the thing. Would you go up in the space balloon? Now, remember, you don't have to, you're not having to pay. Okay. You don't have to pay. And you also, and this is also now, you know, before you start bitching about,
And this is from yesterday, by the way. This is not live. Flatzoid's going live with something similar to this.
man, that's way expensive. There is a 5-star dining.
We can check it out. When it goes live. Oh, there we go. It's live right now. When did it
Hyper,
start?
baby. It's a food delivery service in your game. It's so
15
sick. You could set it so you click a
So it started 15 minutes
million
ago.
buttons. You can make keybinds.
So yeah, everybody's on his channel today. So we'll watch it.
Yo, Flo.
So instead of just seeing one guy, we're gonna see the same thing. We're gonna see the same thing he said yesterday, but with a whole bunch of other people who are gonna say the same thing he said yesterday.
What's up? It's good to see you all. Thank you for
Yes, he is. He is a miserable, uneducated hillbilly. White trash to the core.
coming. I'm glad you could make it. Yes, and we are
Hey, Cygnus, I'm looking out for you. I got you.
live. So how we got it? We got Roger, we got Jeff, Dave, and PJ in the house. How you guys doing?
Oh, wonderful.
Good. Oh,
Yo.
good. I had to nip out just before the show, so I thought I was going to be late. And Vicky's phoning me about 22.
You went live. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Stanley Tools.
It's 22. You better hurry up. You won't.
And after this, I'm gonna go play. I'm gonna play some Gray Zone Warfare. The game sucks. The game sucks right now. Absolutely effing sucks. But that's exciting. To me, that's exciting. Because this game hadn't been out a month, or it's been out a month. Like tomorrow will be a month that the game's been released. It's been in development for like 2 or 3 months before that. And oh yeah, we're doing trivia tonight. Hey, Westside, doing trivia night in 6 hours, 6 p.m. Pacific time. The game is buggy. It steals your gear from you. You're supposed to like die in the field. Well, you're not supposed to die in the field, but if you die in the field, you're supposed to be able to go back and find your body and recover your gear. That's not happening. Once I've been able to find my body and recover my gear, and it's there where you died. So, but that's great. It's the fact that I'm in on the ground floor of a game that can do nothing but get better. It can only improve. I mean, they have hundreds of thousands of people who have bought this thing. So it's not like they're going to go broke, right? They're not going to go bankrupt because they haven't had funding for it. Hundreds of over 100,000, I think 175,000. So it's going to be here for a while. Yeah. Yeah, well, in the game you can't loot somebody else's body. If you do, you're given the option, I think, to mail it to them, or pick it up and give it to them. But it's if you're not on the person's team, I don't think you can loot their body. So they've made it so it's not confrontational or competitive that way. But everything, and they also have like a public / private server where you can go and do certain tasks that they're trying to debug, and then you report on your results. So they're letting the community show or dictate how the game's going to be played. We're an active part in improving a game that basically sucks right now. I mean, it's a. I've never been in this position. I've always had to wait like a year before a game came out because it was too expensive or didn't have a system for it. But this is awesome. I mean, I don't like the fact that it sucks. I'd like to be able to play the game and not get one tapped after I mag dump 30 rounds into a guy into the NPC's chest. That's a big bug. They have bulletproof NPCs that can one tap you. That's bad. That's not fair. Even in video game standards, that's not fair. So they're trying to fix things. They got problems where uh, inventory items aren't counted toward your tasks or found items if something happens or something can happen and you can lose them or something like that. Or when you turn them over, you don't get credit for the task. So we're an active part of debugging and making a game better, and that is exciting to me. I will take all the flaws of it, knowing that I'm helping improve it. So
Get a space.
yeah, basically beta testing. Yeah, I mean it still is in beta. It's a early release beta. So yeah, it's very cool.
I said, I'm sure it'll be all right. Yeah.
But it's good to see you guys. I'm glad you could make it. So the final experiment.
Mm,
Mm.
mm.
How many flat earthers are going that can afford it? None. Dave can afford to go. Is he going? No. Teabag Stu can afford to go. Heck, he put what $300,000 up on a challenge. He can afford to go. Is he signed up? I know Jaron can afford it.
Yes.
That's all we need to say. Is,
Yeah, I
Mhm.
watched him on it last night.
And they're even going to pay for someone to go. And you think they'll go, even if their trip is fully paid for? I mean, they're trying to get Jaron money for like, I think Jaron's been the chosen one on the flat Earth side, and they're trying to get money together to get him like cold weather gear and stuff.
It was Flat Earth Banjo did that same thing as you're doing today. That same guy, and this guy's a pastor, isn't he?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
so-
Yeah, he's an actual Christian. None of you are. None of you are actual Christians.
pastor. The problem is I can't find what church he's pastoring for.
That's got to be a
Doesn't matter.
problem.
What I can find about him is that he did become a millionaire at
I mean, you try and teach religion all the time, man. What church do you pastor for?
33 because he wrote books about prosperity and wealth.
Maybe
that's kind of
stop. Maybe
all his
stop.
books.
I'm a pastor. I'm a reverend. As a matter of fact, hold on. There it is. Right there. Ministry of Salvation Church Incorporated. Church headquarters, 659D, 3rd Avenue, Chula Vista, California, 92020 or 92010. The Ministry of Salvation certifies that the bearer of this credential, whose name appears on this card, right there, is a legally ordained minister in the Ministry of Salvation. So, yeah, been a minister since 95. I'm more of a minister. I'm more of a religious person than Flatzoid.
Maybe stop pastoring and he's still a pastor, but just doesn't pastor at any church. I
No,
don't know.
maybe he got his wealth doing the prosperity stuff and became a pastor. I'm not sure, but I just can't
Maybe.
find anything on him being a pastor. That's the only thing that's weird.
Well,
But,
you can be, or you can just go online and become ordained.
You can.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Yeah. You can do
So-
that nowadays. Yeah.
You don't have to go online. You can consider yourself ordained. According to the Bible, you can self-ordain, but And nowadays you need legal credential. You need credentials to prove that you are. So
But
it's sort of like being a bounty hunter. You don't have to get licensed to be a bounty hunter. You have to get licensed for the weapons you carry, and stuff like that, insurance. But you don't have to be licensed to be a bounty hunter. The law grants you the right to do that automatically.
but yeah, it's but now at least we know where he got the money, at least to be able to afford to pay for the 300K that he wants to pay for people to go to sit on ice.
We do.
Yeah.
Yeah, he became a millionaire at 33, so obviously he has the money to pay for it himself.
Oh, he became a millionaire at 33. I wasn't aware of that. Okay.
Strange.
Yeah.
What happened? What did
Right, because you do absolutely zero research on anything you talk about. That's why you didn't know, because you're a lazy piece of crap.
he do to get that? Did he just inherit?
He wrote books on prosperity and wealth, how to what
Dude, try and keep up, man. He just explained that he wrote books. That's how he made his money. What are you talking about?
manage your tax.
Yeah. He probably got
I mean, he pays as much attention now as he did in school, probably.
it because he became 33. He may be a non member of that funny club.
But yeah, then because we were wondering this morning.
Yeah, now they're saying, oh, 33. He must be Illuminati. Jeez. Wow.
How can a pastor be able to afford that? Well, now
Yeah.
we know, but I still do think, shouldn't he rather use those funds for something else?
You'd
Like
think.
the church? Yeah.
Build a church, give people jobs.
Yeah, the whole time that Flatzoid was going through the 11 frames and showing exactly where he was dishonest. Sovereign Soul was like this, looking at his phone. He wasn't paying any attention at all. And then after it was over, he said, "Well, where did you lie? Where did you take frames out?" He's lying. Reds is a seething. What was it? Seething something. He's just an idiot.
Jobs or something.
I mean, there are none so blind as those who deny eyesight.
What the
Yeah.
Bible says. Why you want to send people to go to Antarctica when you even claim when you go there, when they're supposed to see the sun, they have to be in their tents?
Yeah. Feed the homeless, visit.
What? You have to be in your tents all the time? No, you don't. What are you talking about?
Visit. Do you know what I mean?
What is he
Build a
talking
church,
about?
give people jobs or something. What the
Yeah.
Bible says. Why you want to send people
What does the Bible say about Antarctica, Flatzoid? What does the Bible say about Antarctica?
to go to Antarctica when you even claim when you go there, when they're supposed to see the sun, they have to be in their tents?
Yeah. Feed the homeless, visit. Do you know what I mean?
Who says? Who says? I'd like to see this rule.
Visit the poor, visit the people in prisons, that type of thing. Yeah. That's what the Bible says to do.
Say what?
Supposed to see the sun, they have to be in their tents.
Yeah. Feed the homeless, visit. Do you know what I mean? Visit the poor, visit the people in prisons, that type of thing. Yeah.
What does visiting people in prison have to do with Antarctica? Listen to the excuses.
That's what the Bible says to do.
Yeah, that's what gets me here is that it's this company. They own 5 sites. Is there any other company that does this? I doubt it. Okay.
I don't think so.
Is there any other company that goes to Antarctica? Let's see, trips to Antarctica. See, Antarctic Wildlife Cruises. Lindblad. Let's see. Antarctic Cruises and Tours. Here we go. We have names. Got the Ocean Endeavor. Yeah, it's not giving any. It's freaking worthless website. Oddly Travel. There we go. There's one. That's Oddly. Hurtigruten. Hurtigruten Expeditions. There's another one. Southern Explorations. There's another one. So what are you talking about, man? Albatross Expeditions, G Adventures, Quark Expeditions, Intrepid Travel, Hurtigan Group, Chimu Adventures, Exodus Travels, On the Go Tours, Row Adventures, and Explore. So yeah. What are you talking about, liar?
It's very limited.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
Tony,
this
another,
company
another.
they own all.
Limited. Just showed you 9, 10. Showed you 10. How are they limited?
These things, and apparently these are well-established tours, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
this isn't, they're not going to be the first people that have gone there to this campsite. You mean to tell me in all the time that this place has been running that nobody's gone to that campsite and actually made that observation?
Yeah, they have. Yeah, a bunch of people did. We showed you the videos. You've seen the videos of 24-hour sun, but you deny that they exist or that they're real or that they're not doctored or looped. See, what are you talking about? Nobody's ever done this before. Yeah, they have, man. There's a 5-day time lapse, unedited, of the 24-hour Antarctic sun. You liar.
And you know what?
Yes, that is pure denial. Absolute pure denial. Because they know they have nothing. Denial is all they have. They can't face reality.
So what are you doing? What are we actually doing?
Yeah.
I also noticed that the campsite that they're going to be going to seems to be nicely nestled into a little recessed area with topography around them too.
Okay. Okay. So is Colorado. Is Colorado fake?
Yeah. But you know what I find really odd though? Have you guys ever thought about it?
What I find really odd though is that all these truth seekers don't want to find the truth. That's what I find odd.
someone stood under the GP of Polaris before and looked up?
Sure somebody has, but don't have to.
Not that I know of.
Not directly, no.
Okay. Now, has anybody gone and done the same with Sigma Octantis in the southern celestial pole?
That's my recollection.
And are they supposed to be quite
Not to your recollection? What are you talking about? The hell are you talking about? Oh, he's a wise, wizened old man. He knows everything. Not to my recollection, young whippersnapper. Piss off.
close to the southern celestial pole in Antarctica, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, don't pick a site that's nestled in and protected from the wind. Pick something that's inaccessible and harsh.
they should be able to theoretically stand up and look at the south celestial pole right above them. Why is this never shown?
It has been shown. You deny it. Plain and simple. Everything you're asking, everything that you've asked for the past 10 years has been shown to you. Don't pretend and lie like you've never seen it before.
Well, I'm sure somewhere in history somebody's actually done that.
But think
Just
about
not
it.
a-
That's one thing. I've looked. I
Think about it. No, you haven't looked.
can't find anything on it.
Well, you looked and you can't find anything about it. And if I wanted to, I could find it in 15 seconds. So everything he says, I've looked, I've researched it. You can find in like 5 seconds, 10 seconds, a minute at max, just by tapping into the keyboard, man. That's all you got to do. But it's easier to say, I've never found it, than it is to actually find it and be faced with with reality, right?
It's just something that's just popped into my mind this today when I was thinking. I'm like, but wouldn't that show a globe then if they had to show both celestial poles by standing underneath it on the GP?
Right. You don't have to stand under it at the GP, you dummy. We've shown you counter-rotating poles. We've shown you counter-rotating star fields. We've shown it to you, man. You've seen it. Why are you denying that you've seen it?
And no one shows that.
And I showed in Blender how you couldn't possibly have a southern rotational field on a flat Earth. Right? And but you still deny it. How pathetic.
No,
Why is that?
they can't.
Well, that's a
That's
good
just
question.
really odd.
Why don't they show
It
Sigma
can't be
Octantis?
done.
That's what I'm
Is that
saying. Why don't
Is
they
that
show
the
it?
question? Why don't they show Sigma Octantis?
Yeah.
'Cause
Well,
you can't
from
see it.
directly. No, but I mean
Underneath it.
directly underneath it. Like, you know,
Why should they have to, Mr. Goalpost Mover? Why should they have to? Why should they have to stand directly under something to see it? Why?
because they go to Antarctica and they're claiming the South Celestial Pole. I think the one camp that Duffy's also pushing from these guys is like literally there in the South Pole. So that means they should see Sigma Octantis right above them.
Yeah, they should, if they're right on the South Pole. But of course, if they do show that, and they're like an inch off, oh, they weren't there. Oh, they weren't there. They were off. So that's the excuse they'll use, guaranteed.
That would make sense.
See the South Celestial Pole around them. And this is not documented.
No one sees Sigma Octantis.
No, and it's never been documented ever. Ever. No one's ever taken a picture. What a loser.
Well, they see a dark spot, right? Where it's supposed to be.
You see, it's a very faint kind of thing. They say, oh, because it has to be the South Celestial Pole because we have a North Celestial Pole on the globe.
Well, if we have satellites that go over the pole, couldn't they like zoom in on Sigma Octantis? They could look, turn around. Right there it is. The same with
But I mean,
Polaris too.
But I mean, if you
Yeah.
think about it, wouldn't that show more or less that your globe's false because you're not able to show two actual celestial poles from the?
Yeah, we have. Yeah, we have, Flatzoid. We most certainly have. You've seen the photos. You've seen the photos. Let me pull them up now. Trying to find the wide angle shot. See what I'm doing. From the equator. Here's one. So these lines curving this way, they're rotating around a point up over here. And these that are rotating this way, or curved this way, are rotating around the southern point. See that's reality, Flatzoid. That's reality. Here's a little better image of it. Here's directly overhead. So see, they're rotating around this point here, and in this half of the equator, or this half of the planet, they're rotating around this point, flat-swing. Just like this panoramic they did, this 360. So this is from Los Cilios del Ecuador, from southern pole to northern pole. Right there, Flatzoid. We've shown you these. You've seen these, Flatzoid. Why are you lying? Why are you such a feckless, spineless coward? I mean, we all know why.
The GPs on the ground.
The truth hurts his grift.
That would make sense. Yeah. No, they don't.
So that's just my 2 cents on this. So, Will Duffy, if you guys do go, that should be in the homework you guys should do.
All right, they will go, and you will find all kinds of excuses to deny everything they show because you're cowards.
Yeah.
Try and get the South Celestial Pole above you.
Yeah.
So then you'll admit that the Earth is a sphere, then, right? Then you'll admit it, right? Put a 1 in the chat if you think that they'll admit that the Earth is a sphere because they can look straight up and see the South Celestial Pole, or a 2 if they'll just deny ever seeing anything.
They won't be able to get it if it's a midnight sun. It's going to be sun all the time.
Yeah. But it's just something.
See, they're even preparing themselves with their excuses beforehand. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. This is damage control, plain and simple.
About it, I was like, because if you don't get it, it kind of shows true to a flat Earth. And then this gets to my another point. This is not an experiment they're doing. They're going to Antarctica. Well, they're apparently going. And they're just going to say, ooh, I see sunlight, therefore the sun's up in the sky.
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen because they're not going to see the sun 24.
How do you know? You're not going. You haven't even researched it. So you mean if a cloud goes in front of the sun, it's not 24-hour sun? Is that what is that the excuse you're making now? Wait, hold on. I messed up. Keep forgetting.
24 hours a day.
No, I think Jaren will hold their feet under the fire and like.
I mean, it's one thing that Whitsitt said. The sun's moving up at an angle, right? Moving up, and then clouds come in the way. You can see the hot spot behind the clouds. You can see the hot spot illuminated in the clouds, and it's still moving up. And what does Whitsitt say? And what do these dummies agree with him on? It could have set right then. It could have gone below the horizon right then, even though it was on an upward trajectory. And you could see the hot spot at all times. It wasn't anywhere near the horizon. That's the excuses they make.
I want to see the sun 24 hours in the sky.
Because they don't understand the difference between sunlight and daylight.
Exactly.
Really? We don't understand that?
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Yeah. I think that is the trick up the sleeve. But just from the initiation of this, right off the bat, like I said, several people have already gone.
How could you even see sunlight? How could you even see the light when it's only illuminating half the Earth, half your disk? How could you see the sunlight? It'd be impossible. It would have to be completely dark, according to you guys. According to Dave Weiss's Flat Earth Zodiac clock broken piece of crap app.
To these places in the past and nobody's bothered. Okay, that's one thing. Nobody says, oh, we've seen the midnight sun for 24 hours or anything else like that. So That's kind of pointless. But then when you found the deceit behind it, that, you know, who's behind this, do you know? And you asked McToon straight up to his face, do you know who's behind it? No. Lie right to your face. Sober, try to look sober as a judge, right? And you know, right there is deceit and deception to begin with. Why did this have to be a big mystery? You know, like a big setup. Like, oh, who's going to be the man behind the final experiment? Ooh, what will the final experiment be? You know, come
More excuses.
on. They had all the markings of a setup to begin with. But
Really? Let's watch this.
What, just after 12 o'clock? It's 12 o'clock midnight, though.
And the funny thing is, yes, this was looped, but it's a 24-hour loop. It's not, they didn't take 15 minutes and loop it over 4 times. This is a 24-hour loop taken from a longer section of video. So, yeah, in order to make it a time lapse that goes from the starting point around to the starting point, you loop it. I mean, you're going to see the same thing, and they didn't loop it at the beginning and end. They looped it somewhere in the middle. So, something like that. And that's where Witsit said, well, it could have set when it was moving up in this direction. It could have set. It could have gone down and then up here, like instantaneously. You don't know, bro. It would have been nice if he would have like slowed it down when all these people were moving around to show that they're moving forward and not all walking in reverse perfectly without bumping into stuff and falling over. That would have been nice to like have the time lapse, and then instead of going fast to, you know, freeze into, or not freeze, but go into real time, show that for like 30, 40 seconds, and then go back into the time lapse. That would have been helpful to show that all the smoke isn't going backward into the buildings like it kind of looks like. To show that this thing is spinning the correct direction. Convex side first. Oh no, it went behind the mountain. That means it's not 24 hours, right? That's one of their excuses. You know, oh, it went behind the mountain, so we didn't see it for 24 hours. Well, if you just went to a different location that didn't have a mountain nearby, you'd see it. So, but at no point does it go below the horizon that's down here. See, the horizon's down here. The mountain is up above. So that's an excuse that's blown. So there you go, buddy. There's the proof you deny. See, they love observations when it's in their favor, but they hate it when it debunks them, right?
But you know what was funny though? McToo, I mean, this Duffy guy, there's an interview where he's actually...
Yeah, treadmills are fake because they're looped. Rubber bands are fake.
Saying how he trusts his buddy McToon as like this honest guy.
Well, he lacks discernment, doesn't he? He lacks discernment.
Yes, MC Toon is an honest person. Now, I can't say for a fact that he's never lied in his life, but when it comes to science, he's very honest. And you don't like that because you're all liars. Liars hate honest people because they know that they're better than them.
Discernment. What's that tell you about him as a pastor? What does that tell you? If he doesn't have discernment, he has no business in that job.
Oh, so because you think that he doesn't have any discernment, because you think MC Toon's dishonest, that you're building a straw man, man. Building a straw man.
But when he
Feel
said
like
about nobody can take on McToon, I was like, oh my goodness.
That's like a blind.
Hey, I've challenged you to a debate, PJ, and you've chickened out every time. You think you could handle MC Toon? I'm small fry, man.
A pastor without that is like a blind.
I mean, they're terrified of debating me. PJ, I don't know this guy or this guy, but yeah, SSUM here is afraid to present evidence in a debate, so he's terrified because he can't prove his point. All he can do is talk and rationalize and make excuses. But yeah, I've challenged PJ to a debate. I don't have to debate you. You're below me. You're too stupid. They call me stupid as in a reply to a challenge for debate. But wouldn't that be like the easiest person to beat in a debate is someone who's completely ignorant? Yeah, it is. Ask me how I know.
Taxi driver. Okay.
So what are they afraid of? I mean, they could very easily humiliate me and prove to the world that I'm as dumb as they say I am, right?
Well, from the looks of him, he don't look like much like a pastor to me, man. To be honest.
Yeah.
We looked at him in a little video earlier on Twitch, and he looked like he was a hostage in a basement.
Oh, did he?
Uh-huh.
Oh, did he? Did he? Aw.
A salesman. He's a salesman. Wasn't he insurance?
Yeah.
Wasn't he insurance salesman before he
Yeah.
was a minister? So,
But that's the thing. He's very prosperity.
Yes, all pastors are salesmen. Absolutely. They're selling you God for 10% of your income. That's what they do.
Based kind of thing, and it's weird because okay, it's fine if you became a pastor afterwards
Oh, absolutely, Glover Mom. Hey, Stephen Jarvis.
or whatever, but why is it that you can't find anything of his pastorship on the internet, but all you do find is his prosperity teaching stuff?
I did. It's right there. Isn't it there? Should be. Yeah, it's there.
yeah.
So I find that really odd, but yeah.
Somebody's got the show on.
Somebody's echoing this show.
Sorry, it was my phone. I stuck it on TikTok.
No.
I was like, why is it playing? What's going on? That's good to
Did he say there's me? That wasn't me, man.
see you guys. Live restricted for some audiences.
I get you, Stephen.
Alcohol, tobacco, and drugs.
I was trying to get AI to create a human that looks like a mouse with a Bible in his hand, but I couldn't. It wouldn't do it. Just give me a scary looking mouse.
Drugs. Oh, you see, because what you said, Dave, I'm restricted on TikTok for tonight's stream because it's conspiracy. Ugh.
Dum dum dum.
Yeah, David Banner, that's meant to say yo, bro, not you, bro.
But anyway, I did find a video on TikTok. On Twitch, I mean. It's a 9.5-hour stream, though.
Wow.
But Will Duffy does go on Veritas' Twitch stream about at 5 hours and 50 minutes, where he starts having a conversation with him. So I was thinking we can watch that if you want to. I haven't watched it. I don't even know if it's an exciting conversation, but I think it might show the ignorance from these guys about what they really know about the flat Earth.
Well,
Because if
I'm going to contact him. I'm going to contact Duffy and
I've already
'cause I left-
contacted him.
Did you? Because I left a comment and he said he'd be happy to come on and answer any questions. And I was like, kick ass. So I'm going to get a hold of him. You got him scheduled to come on or anything?
No,
yet?
I emailed him. I'm waiting.
So when was this looped? This is a 5-day time lapse. 8th to the 13th of March 2017. So where was it? Where was this looped? Guys? Mouse? Hillbilly? Oh no, it's set. Oh no, it wasn't 24 hours it went behind this. So it's 5 days, man. Never sets. Sun all the time. Not just sunlight. Sun. Sun. This thing here, right? Right? You can still see it. The sun. So, but this will be the excuse they use. Oh, there was clouds, so you didn't have a 24-hour sun. That's the excuse they'll use.
Waiting back from him though.
I mean, we only made it through halfway. Here, let's watch the rest of it, just to get the full impact. So, yeah, it's a hard thing to deny, isn't it?
But
It's easy for them.
yeah, I'm the closest apparently from women. I am the closest. We'll have to find out if you need the jab to go. It's usually the case.
They're
They're gonna use that excuse too, huh?
Yeah, and take a
Roll
look
up
at
your sleeve.
on there. Have you gone to that site? Antarctic Exped.
No, we're going to go to it tonight.
Okay.
But there's another one that Roger.
They've got the forms, all the health requirements and everything else like that too on there. I didn't look at it, but that's a good thing to look at.
Would you say, have you got the link?
See, this is unedited there, buddies. Unedited. I really wanted to play the audio.
I don't know
We
if I
can just
still
send it
have
and we
it
can
on.
maybe go through it.
I can get it though. I'll
But
get
we
it.
can look at the vote so long. The final experiment is based on honesty. Yes,
Yeah, that's why no flat earthers are going.
26%, no 62%, and not sure 12%. But it's good to see you all. Thank you for the votes. You rock. Appreciate everyone. Please do share the show and hit the likes, by the way.
No vax required, upside down guy said.
Okay, so yeah, here's the link to the
Yeah, that's a fair poll. Poll people who you haven't kicked out of your echo chamber because they agree with you. Yeah, poll them.
their site.
If these guys ran a pharmaceutical company, all testing, all laboratory testing would be done completely in-house.
Right, also put in. Sure, thanks, man. Logistic.
And every one of them would say, well, I liked it. It was great.
Thank you very much. Ooh.
Hey, Clive Davis. Good to have you here.
Gonna have to copy link. Go to that.
I'm still waiting for this conspiracy. What's the conspiracy?
I have no idea. Okay, let's share the show. Share the link. Let's see. Yeah, do share the show, guys.
Oh, you know what? I gotta get over here.
There we go.
Find your next adventure.
Looking all pretty, yes.
Oh yes.
Okay. Let's do see what is. Oh, okay. Find your next adventure. That is quite beautifully done, by the way. Hey, good to see you guys on TikTok. Thank you for coming. Please share the show, hit the likes, and really do appreciate you all. So, and if you haven't followed, do follow. Okay, let's go check this out. Find your next adventure. Explore 24-hour trips. So the South Pole is there. Do they actually go to the South Pole?
No, where they're going to go right there.
Union. I think they get to Union Glacier.
Yeah.
Oh, so on the outskirts of Antarctica again, guys.
Yeah, and Antarctica, the continent. Yeah, that's where they're going. So another excuse.
Guys, so flat Earth. In other words,
What latitude is that?
Well below 60.
Union Glacier is, I don't know. We'll have to check. Can we go into it? Oh.
Well below 60 degrees north or south.
How do you go to Union Glacier?
Right.
Let's go this way. Okay, there's Union Glacier.
80.
Okay. Union Glacier Camp, that's where they're going. Can you see an issue already, guys, where they're going?
No, they're going to Antarctica, the continent of Antarctica. But you'll find an issue with it, right? Let's hear the excuse. Let's hear it. Let's go.
Kind of off the side. Yeah.
Okay. So sorry to break it to you guys. You're not going to see the sun 24 hours, even if you wanted to.
Why? Why? Oh, you think of if the sun goes behind a mountain that it's not 24-hour sun? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Most certainly is.
It says 1,859 miles from the southern tip of Chile. That's 2,991 kilometers.
There we go. Yeah.
And a short flight from Mount Vinson, the highest peak in Antarctica. I'm trying to see why won't they give us a...
The South Pole is 600 nautical miles away, so 1,138 kilometers away, the South Pole.
How long? How far?
South Pole is 600 nautical miles away, so 1,138 kilometers away, the South Pole.
Well, that's just right around the corner. You know?
So he picks the bigger number to make it sound further. 600 nautical miles. You can say a billion centimeters if you want, but it's still the same distance. It's not very far.
Yeah.
Skipping a jump, babe.
Skipping the jump.
Yeah. Showers and toilets looks quite nice and cozy there.
Okay, so here's the thing about that. I was looking at that. So like for women, they've got two separate toilet stools, one to urinate in, the other one to defecate in. And then for men, there's a urinal and a sit-down toilet. I mean, they're really, really crazy about how this goes. And somebody was saying that.
Yeah, because it's a pristine wasteland. They don't want it polluted, dummy. What, you want to see like Big Mac wrappers all over the place? Piss off, you white trash piece of garbage.
There's a big glacier of waste from, the...
No, there isn't a big glacier of waste. No, it's a wasteland, but it's not a glacier of waste. You take all your waste out with you. You take out what you brought in. God, they just haven't researched anything. Just whatever pops into their tiny little pinheads, that's truth to them, despite what everything else says.
Different camps and shit down there.
Yeah, I think I've seen that before.
Yeah, they got it.
Yeah, they're very strict on keeping everything clean.
Is that Gleam in the chat, like old school Gleam?
Yeah, Gleam. What's up, man?
It's Gleam. That's so.
Okay, I'm going to download the detailed brochure and we can check it out. Share this page. Okay, this is the detailed brochure. It's 79 degrees, 46 south, 82, 52 west. Okay, great. Man Camp is accessible by air and lies on the broad expanse of the Union Glacier in the southern Ellsworth Mountains. All of our guests take their first steps in Antarctica here on the naturally occurring blue ice runway. We are a short flight from Mount Vinson, the highest peak in Antarctica, and just over 600 nautical miles from the South Pole. Majestic peaks rise in all directions, offering unlimited opportunities for scenic excursions, technical climbs, and ski tours. Why do you want to go to a place which is covered in mountains if you want to see the sun for 24 hours?
You know?
Because they aren't liars and they know that if the sun just goes behind the tip of a mountain and goes nowhere near the horizon, that it's a 24-hour sun. You excuse-making retard.
And then note, guys, Will Duffy said that when it's the quiet time or whatever, they're going to be in their tents. So how are they going to see their 24-hour sun when they're inside their tents and combating mountain ranges around them?
Mm.
And
Yeah. Yeah. Share your pain, Snowflake.
there's no windows in those tents. Look.
He sounds like he's taking
shades.
He's taking a ski trip.
Yeah, it does have the shades on. Hey, Al just popped in too.
You think their cameras are going to be indoors all in the tents at all times? You think those cameras will be in the tent? Think that's where they're going to film it from? Probably not, right?
Good to see you, man. But
and yeah, you can go to the top of the mountain. Sure. Sure.
Yeah, it's really odd.
Have they even thought of that? Probably not. Actually, they probably thought of that and then just don't mention it because it goes against their narrative.
I don't see how this is going to work, especially if you're going to pay so much money to go and sit in a tent all day.
He's not going.
Sit in a tent all day. You said during quiet times, so they're allowed to get out of the tents, Flatzoid. They're allowed to get out of the tent. So here.
I look for the sun, dude. He's just going down there to make a video.
No, I think I don't know. I think because I just don't find this thing very honest. I think this is just
a proven pathological liar doesn't find something that's honest because it goes against your narrative. That's surprising.
Applied to SF Flat Earth has been telling us you can't go to Antarctica.
Yeah, you've been saying you can't go to Antarctica, and then one of your own works there, so that changed a little bit. And then you can't freely explore Antarctica. And then something happened where someone was able to freely explore Antarctica, and now another excuse came up. So move the goalpost a little more there, Mouse.
Because it's off limits. But look what we did. We went to Antarctica. You guys are just wrong. But they're ignoring. We're not saying you can't go. We're saying you can't go.
Yes. You were saying for years that you can't go at all. No one can go below the 60th parallel. That's what you were saying, liar. Then you move the goalpost when you learn that people are working down there and being interviewed from there. And then the dishonest piece of crap that works down there says, yeah, I was there for 6 months. I didn't see a 24-hour sun at all. But he went down there in the 6 months opposite the time that he should have been there to see it, right? Is it summer? Our summer, you get 24-hour sun, but in our winter, you don't. And that he went down there in our winter, so he wouldn't have seen it. So that's the dishonesty you get from these people. Oh, I never saw it. You know, I've been to France and I've never seen the Louvre. Does the Louvre not exist? Cowards.
Freely.
No, you can't go freely. How long is it taking him?
Yeah, you added freely on when you found out that the guy worked there. You added that on. That was the first movement of the goalpost.
To get this far, so far?
And there was a kid that walked across Antarctica. Granted, the narrowest stretch you could walk across, but he did it. So that's freely exploring, Flatzoid. Freely exploring.
A fair length of time, isn't it? So, yeah, it's not. You can't just up and go to Antarctica.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, if you have the proper. You can't just up and go to France either, man. You need a passport. You need travel papers. In some parts of the world, you have to have something more than travel papers. So, what are you talking about? What the hell are you talking about? Oh, you can't go freely. Oh, they require things of you to go there. Yeah, every place does. I mean, as a matter of fact, this idiot's people, sovereign soul, unchained mind, demands that everyone have an identification card when they come here. Well, what's the difference between here and Antarctica? I mean, PJ's racist enough to think that all immigrants are evil, right? So you demand them to be credentialed, right, to come into your country, right? Flatzoids complained about immigration some too. So what's the difference, man?
I mean, you need to be
right. You can't go to Mexico without a passport. Well, you can. If you're Mexican, you need papers to come into the United States. But if you're from America, you don't really need it. So you do need to show identification.
These people are literally, how can I say this? Held by a leash when you're there.
Yeah.
No. Well, I'd say that the people who are already there know proper safety, and don't want to get some numbskull like you just running out into the wilderness, dying on them. So yeah, there's rules you have to follow, right? I mean, what the hell, dude? Hey, Charlie.
Okay. There, look there. No-go areas. We have identified a safety perimeter around the camp identified by flags. Do not cross the flags or enter any of the following no-go areas unless you are accompanied by a member of staff.
Wow.
Right. Yes. Yes.
So, no, you can't travel freely.
No, you can travel freely. There's just some areas you're not allowed to go in without staff. So there's another excuse blown. So I can't go into the women's restroom without being accompanied in any place. Does that mean all places are fake? I can't go into a police station headquarters offices without being escorted. Are the police fake? Excuse making dipshits. That's all they are. Losers. Complete losers.
The Blue Ice Runway is
claim to be truth seekers, but they're terrified of the truth. They're terrified of finding out.
taxiway window, the back of the illusion during unloading or loading, radio masts, antennas in the guidelines, ski aircraft, parking area, skiways, aircrew tents and aircrew office, medical clinics, garage and workshop areas, staff sleeping tents, and clean snow area.
Right, those are no-go areas. One area that's particularly pops out to me is the radio towers. You broadcast with enough power through a radio tower, you can damage your intramuscular. You can damage your body. You can get intramuscular burning that doesn't heal. So yeah, everything on the continent is dangerous, man. It's not a hospitable place.
Can you go skiing though? That's the question.
I don't think they allow you to ski, but like I say, you have to be accompanied by someone.
Yeah.
All guests and staff must adhere to strict checkout and check-in procedures when leaving camp. In other words, take your poop with you.
Exactly. So what was that about a mountain of poop? Is that what? So you've just proven Dave they're wrong about his mountain of poop, his poop glacier.
God bless him.
Pack it up,
Yeah.
take it home and put it in your garden.
And you got to provide your own jar.
No, they probably have facilities that you can use, and it catches your shit, and then you tie it up with a zip tie or a twist tie, and you take it back to your tent with you, and you put it in your box that's marked hazmat, and then you take that hazmat container with you when you go. That's probably how they'll do it. But have these guys even thought about that? No, they'd rather mock it than learn. See, idiots like this guy in school would rather mock the teacher than learn from him.
See if we can find anything about the jab, because many people are asking about that. There should be a medical thing.
Don't need any Holocaust happening down there in the Antarctic. That's
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Quick.
Listen, if something happens to you and they have to like evacuate you out of there, you're responsible for the cost of that too. I was reading that in their rule.
Yeah,
you are. So how is that odd? You know, if you get sick in Europe, you're responsible for your own bills, man. So if you go off exploring and you need help finding your way back so you don't die, yeah, it's on you, man. You can freely explore. You just want to pay the price? There was a demotivational poster. For a while, it showed a skier skiing down a mountain with an avalanche following him. It said, before you decide to take on the odds, or before you decide to beat the odds, you better make damn sure that you can survive the odds beating you. So yeah, go ahead and explore.
Let's see. Smoking and or vaping are prohibited inside any tent structure. Vehicle aircraft due to extreme fire danger. Smoking is permitted outside. Only containers for ash and cigarette butts are located outside the during the tent. Please use your own container with a lid. Should you
Yeah, this piece of crap would just flick his cigarette butts everywhere. That's what he'd do.
wish to smoke somewhere else? No, they don't need containers. These are globies that believe gravity holds everything together.
Oh, you fucking asshole. You retarded asshole. The fuck are you talking about?
Come on.
Yep.
I went and looked at the medical form.
So you don't know the difference between atmospheric pressure and a cigarette butt can. Is that what you're saying? You're that idiotic? You're that illiterate? You're that ignorant? You don't know the difference between atmospheric pressure and a cigarette butt can.
Form really quick.
Oh, yeah.
I just want to say something really quick.
And you claim you're smarter than everybody.
While I can. The first question on there is the vaccination status.
Is it?
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah, they don't want any little death mongers coming and infecting everybody. And you have to have a certain vaccination status to go to other countries. I remember going through inoculation after inoculation after inoculation, taking days to be inoculated to the point where I was allowed to go with my family to Europe, to Germany. It's no difference, man. What are you on?
So you do
Like,
need it.
I'm going, okay, so none of the flat earthers are going to be going.
Yeah, because flat earthers don't give a shit about anybody but themselves and don't really give a shit about themselves either. Uh, think Bob Nodell, Rob Skiva. Think of how many people that they infected before they croaked. Think about that. How many people died because of them?
Yeah,
Nope.
it's the forms.
And that's pretty much what they're going to count on. Eh? It's like, oh, well, they can't
Medical
go. Oh,
information
no.
form. There we go.
Top question. Yeah, top question as well. So you don't need to go
Oh,
past
there
that.
we go.
I mean, these people are so pathetic. Danny Pratt caused his family to be homeless because he didn't want to take a vaccine or even wear a mask. That's how ignorant these people are. They'd rather be homeless than be a conscientious member of society. Look out for their fellow man. It's sad. It really is.
So,
But the vaccines were created by authority, and they don't like authority. So it wasn't a vaccine. They just didn't like anybody telling them what to do. Right?
are you? May I need to know why you need to do this? If the
Yeah, Flat Earth Fokker. Yep. Another one.
population is like 0,
Yeah.
You know, because the penguins, because you might pass it on to the penguins, of course.
And then they'll pass it on to the seals and the fish, and then it's
And then
Antarctica
the
will be.
will pass it on, right?
You're not supposed to feed not supposed to feed have you ever seen a penguin's teeth? Have you ever seen them with their mouth
Crazy.
open?
Oh,
They're,
vicious.
they're horrible. They're monstrous
Vicious.
looking.
Yeah, birds have weird mouths, man. I don't know why you're so hung up on that. I don't know why. You're just amazed every time you bring it up.
Little
not
tiny
cute.
sharp teeth, isn't it? Very like needle thin, fine teeth.
Yeah, man.
Sharp.
Yep, they had to move. They lived homeless for a while because, yeah. I mean, how little do you care about your family to put them through that?
They're what's running the show. I'm telling you right now, man. That's where this whole immigration thing in Antarctica, it's because the penguins. The penguins are calling the shots on this whole thing.
They don't have immigration in Antarctica. Sorry. It's not an immigration issue, idiot. It's a tourism issue. There's a difference between tourists and immigrants.
This is why the elite try to dress up and look like them and shit, right?
Yeah, like gangsters.
Yeah.
Penguins are
Listen, you
gangsters.
think I'm shitting? They gave an admiralty to a penguin up there in Norway, even. There's video footage of him reviewing troops, a freaking penguin walking along with a general reviewing troops, and these dudes are standing at attention.
Right. You think that wasn't a joke? You don't think that was done in humor? God damn it, man. Holy crap.
This penguin stops and looking at each one over. I'm not kidding you. This was real.
Huh.
Wow.
I gotta see that.
Wow.
Careful talking about it. They start screwing with your stream.
Yeah. That's happened before.
I do think this whole fun experiment thing is just like, behind the Netflix kind of thing that, the behind the curve mockumentary thing they made.
Yeah, make up some more excuses, man. Make up more excuses for your cowardice.
I think this is
Yep.
what they're trying to do. They're trying to make another mockumentary.
No, they're proving that the earth isn't flat, dude. That's what they're doing. And you don't like it. And no matter what you say here will have no bearing on the fact that they will go down to Antarctica. They will film a 24-hour sun, probably more than 24 hours. And you'll be proven wrong yet again. And then you'll make excuses and deny anything that happened and blah, 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 blah. Rinse, lather, rinse, repeat. All you have is excuses. All you have is denial. All you have is rationalizations. You have no evidence. You have no map, model, or measurements of your measurably flat Earth. You got nothing. Nothing but lies. It's all you got, man. And the funny thing is, you fucking know it.
And what's going to end up happening is they're going to find someone who's supposed, like, air quotes, flat earther that is
like Jaron. Is Jaron not a flat earther now? So if you agree to go to it, you're no longer a flat earther.
is willing to be vaccinated.
I'll be right
We already
back.
know that any flat earther knows that they will most likely will not be vaccinated. Any true flat earther.
We're not allowed to say those words, unfortunately, on YouTube.
They probably want to make
Keep
sure you're
your
tested.
policy. Sorry, guys, we do not endorse it or anything about the medical stuff, but we do know it's stupid to take the jab. Okay.
Yeah. Meanwhile,
Bob thought it was stupid.
Meanwhile, us people that are not taking that
You can't say
stuff, we're
certain
still
words
healthy and
because you're
living.
monitored, especially.
Yep. I've not had any issues yet.
The problem is this last month or so, there's quite a few people that have been having, and they're the ones that took those things. Some have died.
Meanwhile, back at the Hall of Justice.
Peter, at the Hall of Justice.
Hey, Run Boston Bay, good to see you, man. Thank you for coming.
What's going on, bro?
So did he actually say that all of the flat earthers who didn't take the jab were alive and well? So I just mentioned 3. Rob Skiva, Bob Nodell, and never remember his name. Fighter Fokker. So those people are alive and well. Huh. Present them. Do an interview with them. Do an interview with them, Flatzoid, tomorrow. Call them up, say, hey, Rob, I'd like to do an interview with you. Or Bob. Let's talk about things, Bob. Think you could do that?
Yeah, he's in TikTok at the moment.
Huh.
Sorry, guys, gotta go again. All right, take care.
Yeah,
thanks for coming, Jeff. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, guys, hit the like, share the show, and
people really are vile.
Follow as you get along. Okay, so yeah, that was quite.
No, he died after it was available.
But
I mean, they give him every chance, man. And his family blames the nurses for killing him. That's what they blame. So his family is no better than he is.
Let's see what the waiver says. Maybe I should share the show again.
I mean, Deathmonger is the only moniker you can give them.
Man said PJ could go. No need for the stab from the UK. Yeah, I could go, but what would be the point? I'm not allowed to do anything.
What would be the point? Truth, man. Finding out the truth. That's the point. Okay. It isn't to take pretty pictures. It isn't to go have a sleepover. It's to show the truth. So yeah, what's the point, right?
I can't sunbathe or anything, or sit down the beach or anything like that, can I?
You can go catch some ice mackerel.
There you go.
I haven't tried ice fishing. I could try that.
Let's see what they say with the waiver.
God, what a pathetic human.
Okay.
Oh, I can't sun myself. And you think you sun yourself? Think that's a tan on his face?
Yeah. Information that this note does not form any part of waiver and assumption of risk agreement. It is intended to give guidance about what you're agreeing to by signing this form. Okay. First section, paragraph 1 to 11 are about the risks involved in your chosen experience. Paragraph 1 to 5. Are your acknowledgement that you accept the risk and hazards of Antarctic travel, including the effects of cold?
Are you acknowledgement? What? Jesus Christ.
That you accept the risk and hazards of Antarctic travel, including the effects of cold and altitude may have on you. No shit, Sherlock. Okay. 68. How about your training and the use of your own ale equipment? About insurance for the trip. I think you need to have insurance before you can go on this trip, correct?
Yeah, they're not going to pay for your dumbass getting lost.
Sounds like it.
Yeah. Number 10, is your confirmation that you're fit and able to undertake the experience? Oh man, half of that globe crew is going to be unfit. They're going to have to be taken off.
Really? Yeah. Thanks for your opinion, He-Man.
Sorry, McToon. Because you sit in a basement all day, being unhealthy and unfit's not going to help you. You might have to start exercising. Paragraph 12. Is your acknowledgement? No, he's definitely not going. Paragraph 12. Is your acknowledgement that you may be exposed to the C-19 on experience, the second section, blah, blah, blah. Give up certain rights when you join the experience. A and B, are you release of liability, personal injury, death, or loss or damage to your property? You see, this is the one thing that I don't trust if I had to go with that group. How do you know that you can trust those globies, guys?
Well, we don't lie. We don't make shit up. And you're a pathological liar asking whether you can trust somebody. There
I
you
mean,
go.
think about it. You're like in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, PJ's fit. Yeah. He could live. If there was an avalanche, he could live for a month off the fat off his tits.
With a bunch of dishonest guys that hate your guts. And they do seem kind of psychotic and like, I don't know.
Oh, share your pain. Oh, share your pain.
Yeah.
Big tune, definitely.
Yeah.
I don't trust him. That's what I'm saying. I don't trust him.
I don't trust him. You're a pathological liar. You don't have any credibility.
Enough to be with them in the middle of nowhere together for 5 days.
He would croak me in my sleep.
Oh, yeah. Someone will kill you in your sleep, you paranoid piece of shit. Listen to this. Listen to these people. Listen.
In the middle of nowhere together for 5 days.
He would croak me in my sleep.
Yeah, that's what Witsit's afraid of. That someone is going to kill him in his sleep to hush him up. Yeah, whiners. That's all they are. Just whiny little bitches.
Push you down the hillside.
Weird.
Yeah.
Whiny, excuse-making little bitches. Pussies.
It was an avalanche.
Yeah.
Oops.
Okay, and then it says you release that. Okay, are your agreement not to sue now or any time in the future? What had to happen if you have to try and sue them? What? Okay, paragraph D. Is your agreement not to make any third-party claims? Tells you that this waiver will be used in later to take case to court. No, okay. Warning. By signing this document, you're giving up legal rights.
Well, I don't
Please
like
read
that.
this entire agreement. So in other words, guys, if you see shit there, you can't do anything about it.
David Barnes is McToon.
No, that doesn't. It's not what that says at all. You liar.
Me Buffalo Bill vibe.
You zero comprehension skills having motherfucker.
Soft as a good Buffalo Bill. A good impersonation, I mean. I don't mean he is a good Buffalo Bill. About the lotion.
Run Boston. I only got 243 followers, but I'm able to do TikTok live at least. But I need actually 1,000 so I could keep it. So it would be great if you can share, man. Really great to see. Hey, Tension's in as well. Hey, haven't seen you in a while, man. Good to see you all. Please hit those likes. It really does help, guys. Hit the likes. Share the show. Pay $30,000 to piss in a bottle. Yep.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
doesn't sound like a winner to me.
No, pay $50,000 to know the truth.
Listen, guys, I'm going to have to roll out of here because I'm supposed to go and I'm going to go meet my wife to eat over in McGackiesville. So thank you for having me on, guys. I'll see you guys later on. I'll catch the rest of this after I get back home. So
Awesome.
Later, Dave.
Enjoy it.
Later,
Enjoy it.
Dave.
Thanks for coming, man. And by the way, guys, the link is on the top there if you guys want to come in and have a conversation. Be great to see your guys' take on this whole experiment, final experiment. That's not an experiment.
That's not an experiment, yeah.
How do we explain it to them why it's not an experiment? Oh, I don't know. There's no cause and effect.
It's just an observation. You're going to have to.
So you think that's what makes an experiment is cause and effect? Tell us you never went to school without saying you never went there.
Observe.
Well, this is astronomy and cosmology. That's all they do. They don't do experiments.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not a science.
So finding truth is in TikTok. How do you? I want to see if I can maybe add guests in the TikTok. I don't know if that's going to work there.
If you can.
Allow. Okay, let's see.
If you shared the people from TikTok, then you wouldn't be able to share anything else. You'd just be sharing the TikTok tab, wouldn't you? I think.
Yeah, but I know. But if they're going to talk, they want to talk.
Oh, I see. I see.
Invite. Okay. Oh, it just left as I pressed it. And I can put them in like that. Sorry, I'm still new to this whole TikTok thing. It's like weird. Okay. Let's see if they want to come. If they're gonna come in. But okay, truth is in again. Nobody's there. You guys are allowed to talk, by the way. Accept. Okay, truth accepted. Finding Truth is coming in. Hey, Finding Truth, what's up?
Hello, how's it going?
Hello. Get yourself.
Oh, Finding Truth. He should be signed up then, right?
Good.
Can you hear the guys in Restream?
Yeah. Any there should be a law like Murphy's Law, YouTube's Law, I guess you could call it. That any channel with the word truth in it isn't interested in truth.
Yo.
Hello.
Oh, yeah.
Hello.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's good to see you, man.
Ooh. Yeah, you're on TikTok. Nice.
Yeah. While trying it. So what's your thoughts on this final experiment?
Probably a trap, isn't it?
I agree.
Yeah.
It's got to be a trap, isn't it? They wouldn't do it unless they already knew the answer.
Oh, it's a trap. Oh, it's a trap. Yeah, it's a trap. Yeah, we already know that the Earth is a sphere and that you'll see a 24-hour sun. We're just going there to rub your noses in it. Yeah, so it is a trap.
Sure.
I know, of course.
I mean, if you really wanted to prove the Earth is a ball, just prove Earth curve.
Mm-hmm.
We measured Earth curve through spherical excess. And that's not good enough for you. So you say, well, if there's 24 hours sunlight in Antarctica, if there's a 24-hour sun, that'll prove the globe. But now you guys are chickening out. SSUM left. He had to go meet his wife. I guess he gets a conjugal visit.
Just show that. Yeah. That's what's in contention. Why did he even need to go on?
Wait, did I say that? I'm sorry.
To go and look at the sun. It's got to be a well thought out trap.
Absolutely. I 100% agree. Yeah, definitely. But like I said, I think it's built on a lot of dishonesty there.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean,
says the pathological liar.
I mean, they're dishonest people. So you can rely on them to do something that's dishonest.
No, definitely. Okay, yeah, I think that's quite cool. Okay, so have you heard anything about this Will Duffy before?
No.
Because we find it weird that he's a pastor now, but he's like trying to pay for it. It's like over 300K.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, and you read that he wrote a book and he sold a lot of copies of the book. So why are you questioning his income? Why are you questioning it, Flatsoid? You run out of stuff to make excuses about?
Will Duffy.
Yeah, Will Duffy. Apparently he's a pastor now, but I can't find anything on where
messed
he
up.
pastors.
There we go.
But I do find a lot of information
Put a
when he
mouse on
did
his
his
shoulder. There we go.
prosperity stuff, like writing books and stuff. So that's an interesting thing. So that explains at least how he can pay for the people if he wants to. But I just don't see the reason why, if you're a pastor, you want to spend 300K to send people for 5.
All I know is I'm not on the list. I'm not on there.
Days to go sit in a tent on ice, where you can rather use that in the kingdom ministry.
feed the homeless, you know what I mean, to house people, things like that, charitable things. Yeah.
Oh, Liv's in the house as well. What's up, Liv?
Ooh, Lev Kung Fu.
Hey, how we doing?
Yeah.
Good to see you, bro.
What's up?
Hello.
How's it going?
Yeah, fine. Yeah, I agree. Like, you know, it's like, oh, give the Globers permission to take the goalposts.
Yeah.
You know, like to set this final experiment up and all that kind of thing. Like, it's not like a settling thing for me. Like, you know, like back in 2015, we had like the circle map. Right? You've got the sun that goes around the equator. So around North Pole and all that kind of thing. So then you got the question about, well, what happens to like the light on the southern hemisphere or MS plane? So like that's always
the light just goes so far and then just stops. You just can't see it any further. Even though we can see the stars that are directly opposite where it was, we can see those that are like twice as far away. But we can't see something that's half as close and a lot bigger. So I have no idea how perspective works on flat Earth.
It's been a kind of a mind-boggling question for it. But there's so much else which kind of like goes for flat Earth, and also everything else which is like been showed to prove the globe has all been lies. It's all been deception and
no, it's been evidence that you've denied.
And make-believe cartoons, etc. You know what I mean, right? So
make-believe cartoons. Hold on a second. Let's see. Images of flat Earth. Here we go. Images. Huh. Well, these are all cartoons. Every image of flat Earth is a cartoon. CGI. This is CGI. You can't see it. But yeah, so what are you talking about? There's a cartoon. There's a cartoon. That's CGI. That was made in a computer. That's CGI. That's CGI. Or that's just illustration. So what are you talking about, man? You give us nothing but cartoons. You pathetic hypocrite.
So far, we've got zero globe proofs, right, and a massive abundance of just self-evident evidence for it to be flat and stationary.
Really, what evidence? It looks flat? Doesn't feel like it's moving? I mean that? That's not evidence. That's not self-substantiated evidence or self-evident evidence. That's just your opinion. So we've given you measurements. We've shown you photographs. And all you give us is cartoons and denial. Good for you.
So we've got flat earthers in Australia, right? And when it's their summertime, their days are longer than it is in winter. So
Mhm.
they've got more light, haven't they? So one
Yeah,
aspect
well,
of like,
even where I am at the moment, yeah, when it's summertime, down in like Cape Town where my brother stays and stuff, the sun's up until like 9, 10 o'clock at night. But in the winter,
yeah.
it's around about 7, 8 o'clock it gets dark there. Where me, I am.
Right. That means that the sun is further north on the northern tropic and giving 24-hour sun to the North Pole. But there's nowhere on the ring where you could have 24-hour sun on the flat Earth. Sorry.
I'm more higher up. It's in the winter, it's like 6 o'clock, it's pitch black already. But in the summer, 7 o'clock, it's a whole hour later, and then it starts getting dark. It's really odd.
So it's like we've got two extremities.
Yeah. Does the moon light down there stay out longer? That's my question. Does the moon do the same thing that
All right, later, Cygnus. Thanks for stopping. Bon appetit.
the sun does?
Well,
or bon appetit.
There's where I am now. I've realized that there's quite a few days in a month where I don't see the moon at all, but it is just position based though. If I move to another side, I maybe see it because I do have mountains around me, so it does kind of block.
Yeah. Even though you can't see something, it still means it's there.
The moon, but there's times when it's
sort of like when a cloud goes in front of the sun, it's still there. Or a mountain when the sun goes behind a mountain, the sun's still there.
Should be visible and you don't see it.
Yeah.
That reminds me.
Yeah, he thinks it's weird because someone told him that someone else told them that they have a cousin who has a nephew whose mom told them that the Bible sort of says something about the earth being flat. That's good enough for him. So he thinks anything contrary to that is weird.
Adam should get on the Time Bandits thing again.
Yeah, Time Bandits. Good movie, that.
Yeah.
And I've started putting a little vanilla in my coffee, and it's really tasty.
He wanted to go through the ephemeris and plot the moon's course.
It's almost like eating or drinking melted chocolate ice cream.
To do with mapping, I want to see where it's at all the time.
Yeah.
That'd be quite cool.
Yeah.
Sorry for that, sorry. Do you know you've just got a green screen on?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out why it's just showing that green screen. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's showing because it's trying to kick my camera, and I only got one camera at the moment.
Oh,
there we go. Oh, there we go. That's a bit better. I don't know why it doesn't show the share screen though. Trying to figure it out.
Will it not just let you add a background on TikTok?
It's not. It's just you see because I got you on there now. It's just giving me the screen. It doesn't really give me a new. The multi-guest just gives me that what we got on now. It doesn't actually let me share.
I tried streaming on TikTok, but I need 1,000 followers or whatever, likes or whatever they do. So I tried.
Anything.
Like what I was showing the whole time. So
I would like to go out to a bigger audience, to the TikTok crowd, because that's where the real lunatics are.
It's more like a chat.
Which
sucks. I would like to turn camera on, but I only have one camera.
Yeah, I think when you share stuff through TikTok, you use I've seen a lot of people like using the green screen behind them, sort of thing, when they share stuff through TikTok.
Yeah, but you see, because I got panel open now there.
Yeah, of course.
So it doesn't let me share. Usually I share what's on screen now, what we on free stream. So they see what's going on.
Does PJ Crookshank have a desk that he could put his laptop on or something? Good grief, man.
on restream.
It's like the worst possible angle you could have for a stream.
But now it doesn't allow me to. It only shows finding truth in myself on the screen.
Right.
And whoever wants to come in.
Maybe you should call.
Yeah. Well, good luck on that, Glover. Good luck.
NASA. Maybe they could give you some tips.
I've never had an MRI.
Yeah.
But I mean, as long as you don't go in with anything metal, I think they're pretty safe.
They're good with the green screen.
Well, they're not that good. We spot them all the time. No, I know what you're saying, though.
You know, I know about green screens. I imagine I see them everywhere.
But yeah, guys, let's see if we can find.
Damn. Holy shit. Well, yeah. Hope everything hope they don't find anything. Wow.
What else? Because there is an interview.
Hey, Osmo.
From Duffy. I don't know if you guys want to go through that, where he was talking with Veritas on Twitch.
Yes, PJ is the little parrot. Hold on. We can take care of that real quick. New source. Browse. Just a second. There we go. That'll have to do. There we go. Let's make it fit. There we go. Like that. Like that. Parrot Kershank. There we go.
I haven't heard it though, but I think it's going to be quite.
It's a menagerie.
Quite interesting to see what he's saying.
Push the play button.
Ah, totally screwing everything up.
Oh, no, my OBS is opening. I'm sorry. No OBS, close, please. I don't need you right now.
Can't keep up with it.
Bye-bye, OBS. My OBS is getting jealous. I haven't used it in a while.
What does OBS stand for?
Okay. No idea, actually.
Well, I was thinking of the last two letters.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of.
OBS.
Speaking of letters, what do the letters FO mean? We all know what the letters FO mean, right? I went to the local hardware store. Went to both of them. Ace Hardware and Coast Hardware, and I'm not sure what brand, what company or corporation owns it. I think they're completely local. They're not a chain. But I went to Ace Hardware and then Mendo Mill. That's what it is. And looked for a set of lettered drill bits to go with the taps that they sell, right? I needed a specific size. And the only ones that they offered were F and O. So that's my little anecdote. So basically, I went there looking for drill bits, and I got FO.
Okay, let's see if we can.
Either fuck off or fuck all, or yeah, fuck off. That's what FO stands for.
Can press play and we see what they're talking about. Hopefully, it's something good though. Not making any.
So yeah, I'm looking for drill bits. Well, they're right there. All I see is fuck off.
any promises there.
Okay.
I just
just
don't know
say
how a
something
guy
real
can.
quick? I just wanna make
Before
sure
you go, I just don't know how a guy can sit and play games for almost 6 hours, and then still have a guy come on to have an interview. It's like, what? What do you do with your day?
Plays game for 6 hours. It's pretty profitable if you can get the right audience.
9.5
He does-
hours of sitting by.
Hell, there's kids that play for Call of Duty League that get paid a pretty good prize when they win a championship. So yeah, it can be pretty profitable.
A computer.
I've never done that.
Sweet
No,
fuck all.
I mean,
yeah.
I've got a life. I wouldn't be able to do that. That's like insane.
You call gaslighting your kids, lying to everyone on YouTube, a life? What a
But I'd
life.
actually like to have a chat with this Veritas guy because he's been
What a life.
DMing me on Discord quite a lot, asking me questions. So I'm actually going to ask him.
Hey, Rez.
Does he want to come for a chat? I think it'll be quite interesting.
All right, channel.
Yeah, happy to be here.
Beautiful. Okay, perfect. Excellent, man. So we actually were just.
I mean, I'd be playing Gray Zone Warfare for 8 hours if I could find somebody to play with.
Watching the Jaren Witsit discussion.
When I played America's Army back in the day, back in the 90s, when online games were at their infancy, I called my computer my time machine, because I'd get off work at 4:30, go home, log on to America's Army, and the next thing I knew it was 3 o'clock in the morning.
For the second time, it was one of my favorite discussions that I've seen since my sort of foray into the world of flat Earth. I mean,
they seriously think Freemasons are something other than a non-denominational social group. That's all they are, man. The Freemasons are a non-denominational social group. Now, in Washington, D.C., the government has a deal worked out with the Freemasons that no governmental building can be built without them dedicating the cornerstone to that building. So that's basically the most power that the Freemasons have, is laying a cornerstone. That's all the power they have, man. And you guys are getting all worked up about it.
For quick history, I got into this.
I mean, there's probably more lifeguards. Lifeguards are more numerous and have more authority than Freemasons. I mean, lifeguards have power over life and death. Freemasons just lay brick into a wall.
Pretty recently, I want to say maybe 4 months ago. I've always been interested in like anything kind of skepticism related, pseudoscience, con artist kind of stuff. And I don't even remember how.
Con artist kind of stuff. What you trying to?
Yeah, you're a con artist. You're selling a lie. That's what you're doing. You're a grifter.
Tell him. Huh?
He's a con artist.
Same as with Nathan Oakley, Quantum Eraser. You get money for lying to people. That's called grifting.
Yeah. So say, Sandra, thank you very much for your £2.
It's called being a confidence artist. See, you're gaining people's confidence to get money from them.
On Super Chat, he says, Q, are you a Freemason? I know. Access denied. Thank you very much for the Super Chat. Really, really appreciate it, man. You are awesome. I see Lev's struggling as well to come in. There we go. Lev's back. What's up, Lev? Okay. Oh, it's out again. And in again. Okay.
Oh, thanks, Stephen. Shout out to Stephen Jarvis.
But is it loud enough for you guys?
You could probably turn it up a little bit.
Because I got a full blast up. It's quiet from his side. I'm gonna try and stick up on Restream louder.
I'm sure it was, I don't know if it was like a Professor Dave video or
That's better.
something that was adjacent to something else I was watching popped into my recommended feed, and then
Like that.
yeah, started to kind of have like a sort of a sick fascination with the debates, and I did some back of the envelope
Yes. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
calculations, and I think in the last few months I've spent more than 1,000 hours watching debates, and so far I'm almost done.
Well, why would he watch something that he knows is obvious bullshit? Why would he watch that? Why would he criticize us?
I call it a documentary, whatever you want to call it. YouTube documentary is going to be over 6 hours long.
Wow.
Yeah, and it covers everything. I mean, everything. Like, I've seen it all. I've seen it all, and I think I have like a roadmap for the flat earther brain. Really enjoyed your discussion because
A roadmap for a flat earther brain is just a straight line from point A to point B. It's a straight line from one ear out the other one. That's the roadmap for the flurf brain.
you brought something different to the discussion, which was because you weren't familiar with all of the arguments, you weren't trying to win, right? Because it was more of a discussion. I mean, even though like the difference between a discussion and a debate.
I have to disagree with that, though.
He probably didn't realize, he probably didn't even think that a fellow Christian would be that dishonest. Probably caught him off guard.
Guys, because it shows he doesn't really know what he's getting himself into, because you're saying he's ignorant to the subject.
Mm-hmm.
So he's
right. If you go into a discussion with someone who understands science, you know what you're getting into. When you go in with a flat earther, you guys lie about everything. So you kind of go in unprepared for any situation, even if you know the subject. When we debate you, we go in completely unprepared for anything you're going to say, because it doesn't matter what we say, you're going to lie and deny that we said it, or deny that it's relevant, or deny that it's evidence. And then you'll come up with some lie why that's why you lied. So we kind of go in unprepared completely. You know, we don't 100% go in prepared for what you're going to say next, because you'll just change whatever you say depending on the circumstances. Whatever to prove you're fake as fuck flat earth, right?
he might be doing this then to try and how can I put this? He's trying to maybe get this through to prove to himself that it's a globe. I don't know.
But the problem is he's not going to be able to prove it, because they're not allowed to leave their tents during quiet time.
Exactly.
So, and that's the time when they need to be out there.
Maybe he gets special permission to go out. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's got money.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like I said, do you think the cameras will be in the tents at all times? You think there's a rule on cameras not being out of the tents? You think so?
He's got money, but that doesn't always help.
Oh.
Not when they're trying to hide things, right?
To quote Nathan Oakley, share your pain.
No.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay. Let's do it. But it should be
It's one question,
interesting,
Rick.
I do know when you. Yeah.
I got a question. Is Jaron actually going to go on this trip?
Probably not. He'll probably use every excuse he can possibly come up with.
Is it a for sure thing? Because when I
don't know. Let's check Jaron's channel. Let's see if he's said anything about it, because I believe he's the chosen one. So let's see videos. This is from 2 weeks ago. So no, not there. Any shorts? Nope, no shorts. And you're going to be talking to Pastor Duffy. When is that? The 5th. So, and this is the debate here. This is the one I had. So no, well, in this one he
Let me show.
he was making excuses as to why he wouldn't go. So yeah.
I don't
Be
know
right back.
what. I know they asked him.
Yeah, and I heard him say he probably isn't going to go because they're not going to let him do anything if they did let him go. That's what I heard him say. So.
Well, I don't think he'll go anywhere now if he has to take the injection. So.
Yeah.
Probably not.
So it's quite So it's fine. The Globies can go. They can hold each other's cocks and enjoy the ice.
Wow.
Don't get frostbite while you're down there. That would hurt.
Especially if they're doing that. They don't want to be doing that if they got to get frostbite. You know what I mean? Shouldn't be doing that anyway, but especially.
But it's very simple, guys. We know the Earth is flat. We don't have to go freeze our butts off.
No.
To prove it to us.
There you go.
They know
there
it's not a globe, and so they're trying to go prove it to themselves. Understand? So all power to them. Go do it, guys. Do it if you want. If you want to waste 35K just to go and freeze your ass off to see any way you've been wrong all this time, by all means, do what you want.
What a coward. What a feckless
I just find it very
coward.
dishonest the way they're trying to paint flat earthers in this.
Well, we're all dishonest, the conspiracy theorists. So.
Yeah, you are. Yeah. You're cowards.
Really odd stuff. What? Zippy Tippy.
You're proving it.
Don't ever say you don't have the funds to go to Antarctica then. I don't. And I wouldn't anyway. If I had 35K, I think there's a lot more better things I would be spending the money on. Yeah. I got a wife and kids. I think I'd rather be spending it on them than going to look at a...
Well, I can't fault him for that. Family is more important than fun. But if you're going to say that, if you're going to give all these excuses and to say, well, they're just there to hold each other's cocks. No, they're there to prove you wrong. See, all you have is denial, man. All you have is denial. And you're butthurt that people are actually going to go and prove you wrong. With your standard of evidence. Well, show us the 24-hour sun in Antarctica and we'll believe you. That's your standard of evidence. Now that someone's going to meet that standard, and everything's wrong with it, right?
Rock and
pitiful,
ice and
pathetic, weak as water.
People that I'm definitely not going to enjoy being with for 5 days, so it's okay. Something's happening. Is that a mic?
Your salty tears nourish us.
Microwave
See,
right here.
we've spoken about
yes, that was that was me. Sorry.
Okay, let's carry on with the video.
Is kind of a difference without a distinction, maybe, for the most part. But you were willing to just.
Yeah, good point, Steve. And I don't imagine they want you to be vaccinated. They want you to be tested to make sure you're not contagious. See, that's probably as far as it'll go because we're not under a pandemic now. We're past that. So they probably just want to make sure that you are not contagious.
Just say, like, I don't know, man.
And they probably aren't asking for polio vaccines either, you know, or hepatitis C or anything like that. They just want to make sure that you're clean.
Threw them for a loop.
Yeah.
Bubonic plague.
But
I enjoyed it. I did a lot of what you did, watching the debates, watching the videos to just try to understand their position. and I learned a lot throughout the process. Honestly, I'm thankful. I got an education in astronomy and cosmology in the process.
I've learned so much. I mean, in order to be able to try to teach this
Yeah, scoff again. Learning bad.
stuff, I had to learn about Snell's law and learn about what refraction is, and because I want to be able to make compelling visuals, it's like
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. You know what they're just actually telling us, guys?
You don't know what Snell's law is. You don't have a clue about optics, man.
The flat earthers are causing people to actually research stuff.
Yes, in order to prove you wrong because you don't do research. See?
I thought us flat earthers are so dumb. We don't know anything. The
Yeah, you don't know anything. You are dumb.
globers know everything from education.
No, we don't know everything, but you claim you do.
What are these two globers telling us? Oh, we don't know anything. The flat earthers are forcing us to actually research and look at stuff.
Right, yes. One of us has to. You're unwilling to. You won't research anything.
Why? Because we know this stuff, because we researched it. We will.
No, you didn't. You haven't researched anything. You haven't researched anything. I've pointed out 5 things just today that you've not researched.
Also globers. Yeah.
I mean, they just want to be intellectually superior, don't they? But they haven't taken the steps to make themselves intellectually superior. It's pretty sad. It's like some guy that wants to be a Olympic athlete, but just sits around, drinks beer, and eats hot dogs all day. You got to make the effort. You can't just want to be someone. You have to actually try.
Probably that's why they're still globers, though, because they don't understand the things that they're looking into now.
We don't, right?
And don't forget, we're scary too.
Oh yeah, we're very scary. Yeah. We're different.
No, you're retarded. If you want to call that different, sure.
They should take
a graph.
You're dishonest. That's what you are. You're whiny little bitches who claim to be truth seekers, but you're terrified of the truth.
Yeah.
They should take Hassenpfeffer down there.
Hassenpfeffer.
You see the snow when it melts. Exactly, Derek. And even the worst part, even after research, they are still wrong. Yep, they still just ignore everything because they need it to fit their narrative, and they.
Now, we ignore everything you tell us because we've researched what you've said and we've proven you're wrong. See, that's the difference. You refuse to do any research because you think you're right. We do the research and prove you wrong. There's a big difference.
They have a big cognitive dissonance bias, so they have to lie to themselves and just claim that.
Right, says the person who doesn't understand the difference between atmospheric pressure and gas pressure, and who can't answer a simple question of, does an object's density change in free fall? So, clutch your pearls somewhere else, Nancy. No one's buying your bullshit.
They just right, even though they're wrong. It's sad, actually. It's a mental illness, I'd say.
That shows, how a line refracts when it hits something with a
more projection,
different medium. And
Snell's law you were supposed to learn in school, by the way. You didn't need the internet to do it afterwards.
Want it to be accurate. So I need to learn what the math is so that I can make it, because someone is going to challenge me. Oh, your visual isn't real. I'm like, nope, I'm actually going to do it, right? So I have to learn it, and I've learned so much. And
you don't need to learn the math, though. You just need to know there's an incident angle and a
No, you need to learn the math if you want to talk about the subject on an intellectual level. You need to be able to add 2 plus 2 at least.
Refracted angle through the medium. So you got an incident angle through one medium. It hits the boundary and has a refracted angle, which gives another. That's it, through another medium.
So how do you calculate the refractive index without math? How would you do that?
That's Snell's law, basically.
Math bad. See Snell's law. Snell's law. This is Snell's law right here. So you don't need to know math? Really? How are you going to calculate this without math, man? How are you going to do that, buddy? Now, this is a description of Snell's law, but this is not Snell's law. This here is Snell's law. This line of math, you can't see that. Right here. This is a description of Snell's law. This is Snell's law. It's all math, man. What are you talking about?
Not much math to learn about it. Hey guys, we got.
You don't need to know math to count to 20. You just have to take your shoes off.
48 thumbs right now and 87 people watching. So please hit the likes. It really, really does help to grow the channel.
Yes, ignorance is bliss. That's why they laugh at everything that they say.
Channel, guys, you rock. And share the show. Let everybody know we are live. And you guys in TikTok, thank you for all your love. You guys rock. Okay, let's carry on. Ooh. Got a message.
Part of what I've learned is, and what I think is the
it?
most interesting part is
I
makes
forgot a
flat earthers seemingly sort of tick. Now, most
Wow.
of my audience.
Just want to give a huge shout out to JT Peebles. Just sent me $20 super chat, PayPal. Really appreciate it. Thank you for all your hard work pushing truth and light forward. Appreciate you, Mr. Peebles.
Yes,
JT
man.
Peebles.
Right on, Mr.
You
Peebles.
rock.
Bless you, man.
Much-
Thank you,
much
sir.
blessed. Yes, thank you very, very much.
Speaking of such, I didn't do this at all during my last stream. It's the first time I did it during this one.
Much, man. That's really awesome.
We'll get our cut after the show, obviously. You know what I mean?
Yep.
If I could, I'd give you a fist bump, but
I know that. Give him 10 fist bump.
but I appreciate all of you guys. You
It's
guys
weird
really,
you should
really
say that. It's weird just to say that, Flats. I was watching some lol cow thing the other month, and when they got angry, they start beating the crap out of the camera because it's like there's no other way to beat anybody up. So they think that by beating up the camera, they're hurting the viewers. You know what I mean? It's just you're just breaking your camera, dude.
Exactly.
Yep, ignorance is bliss. They're a happy guy.
Is familiar with what was just recently sort of revealed, the final experiment. I was so convinced that it was a flat earther behind it. I was fully convinced. But
What, a flat earther challenging people to come down and prove that he's wrong? No. You'd never have a flat earther do that. They just want to make mindless bets and never pay off.
But yeah, so I guess maybe just say real quick what the deal is with that.
Yeah. The number one thing I wanted to do was to.
Did he just say he was convinced the final experiment was a flat earther behind it?
Absolutely, is what he said.
Huh. Now, why would that be? No, we don't need to go do stuff like this because we've already proven it's flat.
No, you haven't. You've not proven it's flat. You're a liar, Flatzoid. You're a lying little yellow mouse. See, look at you up here. Look at you up here. Look at the little mousey. You're a liar, Flatzoid. You've not proven anything. We've asked you to prove it by presenting a map model and measurements of it, and you've refused. All you've proven is that you know how to pronounce the words burden of reversal fallacy. That's all you've proven. That's it.
You know what I mean? We don't need to go to Antarctica to prove anything. We already know it's flat. We've already shown it to be flat. Physics
No, you haven't. You haven't shown it to be flat.
shows it's flat.
No, physics says it's a sphere. All of physics points to the Earth being a sphere, Flatzoid, and you're a liar. You're a feckless, cowardly, spineless, yellow-bellied liar.
Yeah.
Have you guys noticed that?
Yeah, they already know, so they don't need to prove it. Yeah, they already know. That's loser talk.
They still haven't shown us gas pressure without containment. They still
Yeah, we have. We most certainly have. We most certainly have. I showed you the Bernoulli's principle, which is gas pressure without containment. You liar. You mocked me for it. And then you praised Dave when he presented the same argument. You're a hypocritical coward.
still haven't shown us large bodies of water having convexity.
Yeah, we have. Yes, we have. Here, let me show you some right now. Just in case you forgot from yesterday. Christ. I mean, it's like that movie Memento on steroids. It's hilarious. Here we go. Here's one. There's one. There's one, too. There we go. Water sticking to the outside of a ball. There's another one, too. Here's a whole bunch, man. There's a close-up. So, how much proof do you need? How many times are we going to have to show you the spherical, or that's probably CGI. But that's not. That's not. That's not. See, what are you talking about?
They still haven't.
Every word out of this lying maggot's mouth is a lie.
Presented anything of. They don't even know what gravity is yet. They push gravity.
Yeah, we do. It's a warping of space-time due to uneven masses, which appears to us on Earth as mass attracting mass. See, we've explained this to you too. The Cavendish experiment verifies that fact, but you deny that, and you'd rather lie about it than admit the truth. See, you're pathetic.
There's just so much wrong with their global religion, and yet they want to tell us.
And again, it's not a religion. Religion requires nothing more than faith. And science is not faith-based. Science is evidence-based. You've not provided any evidence for your flat Earth. You just believe it religiously, uncritically. That's called religion, Flatzoid. And it's funny, a religious person is using the word religion as an insult. Don't you find that weird?
We're wrong.
So, I mean, if people who believe in a religion are bad, then what the fuck are you?
Well, they want to show it.
So, religious people are bad, but he's a good religious person. He's a good little religious mouse. He's not one of the bad religious people.
They're wrong. They're wrong now. So.
Good Lord.
But
Midnight Sun.
Jeremy Bird, wow, thank you for your $20 super chat, man. That's insane as well. Thank you very, very much. Really, really appreciate it. You rock, man.
I mean, just the depths of their depravity is mind-boggling. Just how someone could be this dishonest all the time. I have no idea.
Yeah, you guys are really, really awesome.
But it was it Anton that said it earlier?
No
on
idea.
TikTok side was Anton. It said shows curvature, not shows the 24-hour sun. So you
Exactly.
do show curvature.
Yeah, exactly. But again, thank you, Jeremy, for the.
The word is curvature, not coverture. Curvature. There's an R in there, man.
Super chat.
Who's
But yeah, that's exactly that.
2 R's.
Why do you need to go
Yeah,
to Antarctica to look at the sun? Okay.
To prove you wrong, because that's the level of evidence that you've required. See, you've asked for this, but all of you are too chicken to follow through with it. See, it's your idea, but you're too much of a cowardly little bitch to follow through with your own burden, with your own level of proof.
There's so many other things you can
These whiny little maggots.
do. Oh wait, when you ask for Earth curve, the Earth's too big to see the Earth curve.
Right. When you ask to show Earth curve, you know, if I show you if you say, show me a 50-meter stick, and I hold it right up to your fucking eyes, and you say, I can't see that whole thing. That's because it's too goddamn big. Now, we've shown you measurements of it, but you deny measurements. You're just pathetic. You're a loser. You're a fucking loser.
When we asked them, okay, gas pressure out containment. Oh, we got
Right, Bernoulli's principle, a Venturi. Yes, that is gas pressure without containment. A bird's wing, a plane's wing, gas pressure without containment. But then you move the goalpost. Well, it's already being contained inside the firmament that I can't prove, and I have no measurements of, or evidence of, or photographs of, or anything of. See, that's what you do, Flatzoid. You move the goalpost. Here's gas pressure without containment. Well, it's already being contained. And what was one of the things you said? That it's already a container because it has surface area. You said more than once that a flat sheet of paper, like this thing, Echo, stop. Jesus Christ. This is a flat sheet of paper. This is a gas container according to Flatzoid there. This is a gas container because it has surface area.
pressure gradient.
That's how ridiculous this idiot is. This guy right here. That's how ridiculous this moron is. He thinks a flat sheet of paper can be a gas container because it has surface area.
They are so idiotic. They don't understand gradients comes after the gas that comes after the.
No, see, you need to prove that there's a container first. You need to prove that there's a container. That burden is on you, motherfucker. Don't get it twisted. But all you can manage is, oh, reverse of burden of proof. Oh, well, here's some circular reasoning for you. There's a container because there has to be a container because there's a container. That's your proof. That's your evidence that there needs to be a container because there's a container because there needs to be a container because there's a container.
Containment, but they don't get this.
Yes, volume is conceptual. Yeah, he missed the word or, didn't he? Remember that? Missed the word or. An area in an area, the volume of a volume, or.
And I would love this.
But he ignored the first part of it. Just went with the second part that confirms his bias.
Duffy, if you're hearing this right now, if you guys do go try and just see if you get the South Celestial Pole above you.
Yeah,
this should be interesting.
And when they do that, what'll you do then? What'll you do when they make that happen? Will you concede, Flatzoid? Because that's what you're saying right now. Just do it. Go do it. That's insinuating that you'll concede when that evidence is presented to you. You think he will? You think he'll concede?
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be more conclusive than your
24-hour sun.
Than your 24-hour sun, because we can explain a 24-hour sun being there and not there on a flat Earth.
How? You've not yet. You've not explained it sufficiently enough for it to pass muster. So you keep saying you've done all this stuff. You can do all this stuff, but you can't, and you haven't. You're a lying sack of shit, Flatzoid. Hey, Clive.
You guys can't. You only got one thing that can work there, and that is seeing the sun for 24 hours.
No, just seeing rotational stars in the south. Just standing at the North Pole, standing at the equator looking south. You don't have to go directly underneath it, Flatzoid. See, that's your goalpost being pushed, being moved.
In the sky, which you won't, because many people we have spoken to that worked in Antarctica never saw a 24-hour sun.
Right, because that person worked there during the winter. He worked at 6 months opposite of when he should have been there. See, that's the dishonesty of Mouse. Yeah. Yeah, I went to the store yesterday and I didn't see any groceries. I didn't see anything. I kept my eyes shut the whole time, but I didn't see any of it. So there's nothing in the grocery store. I went to the bus station that's supposed to have 10,000 people go through it. I didn't see anybody. Of course, I went there at 2 a.m. when buses don't run, but I didn't see anybody. So bus stations are fake. You hear how ridiculous you sound?
Yes, there was sunlight, but they never saw 24-hour sun.
Right. If the sun goes behind a cloud, you're still seeing a 24-hour sun. 24-hour sun means that it doesn't go below the horizon, you moron. You lying sack of garbage.
Ooh.
Christ. I don't know if I can handle it.
Wait.
I don't know if I can deal with any much more of this shit. I mean, this is just horrible. Just horrible.
What was that noise?
There was
somebody got a phone call.
Yeah, nothing exists. Yeah, to blind people, nothing exists. So that means nothing exists.
TikTok.
Oh,
it was?
TikTok?
Huh. Nice.
Sorry, whatever that was. Thank you.
Yeah, just the fact that you have 24-hour sunlight debunks flat Earth. Exactly. Because if the Earth is on the opposite side, it stops there at the North Pole, right? Yeah, you can't have 24-hour sun on a flat Earth in any way, shape, or form. If the sun goes far enough to illuminate the entire ice wall, it completely debunks flat Earth because we see it gets dark at night, and you wouldn't see that on a flat Earth. If the sun can go from the opposite side of the disk to hit the ice wall at all times, that would mean that the sun is illuminating the entire disk at one time. They don't understand that. They don't want to understand that.
TikTok for.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you, Glover Mom. Hope everything works out for you. I really, really do.
For letting me know. Okay.
Whatever you let me know. No.
Yeah. Well, it's going to end in 5 minutes. Okay. Well, TikTok's going to end in 5 minutes. Okay. Let's carry on with what we're doing here. Anyway.
Remain as much as possible fair and unbiased, right? So a couple people have said throughout the final experiment videos before I was revealed this week that it has to be somebody who's unbiased behind it, which makes zero sense, right? You're not going to find a single person in the world that doesn't have an opinion on the shape of the Earth, right?
Yeah, and you also need to have someone who cares enough and is invested enough to go through the trouble, and you can't be just on the fence, perfectly on the fence, and care, right? You have to be on some side to care.
Yep, exactly right. Yeah,
And flat earthers are afraid to cross the fence. They're afraid to come out of their pasture.
and in designing it, in designing our videos, now this
Out of their safe little pasture.
is fascinating.
Their safe little sheep pen.
I did everything I could to keep this a secret of my identity, and I succeeded.
Oh, Angela says Jeremy bought T-shirts. Wow, awesome! Thank you very much, Jeremy. Really appreciate it. It's so great to see people are starting to buy merch. By the way, someone also bought a sweater the other day. So
Nice.
that's really cool. Really do appreciate you all. I still haven't had enough sales to actually make something yet, so it's all
Yeah.
just sitting as credit. But I do appreciate everybody.
I keep forgetting you got merch. You know that. I'll have to get myself, I don't know, a top or a cup or something at least. Get a cup for Vicky.
Do you have hoodies?
Yeah. Hoodies,
Okay.
T-shirts, even mugs. I even have bumper stickers.
That's what I meant. A mug, not a cup. I always call a mug a cup and vice versa. Same thing to me.
But yeah. But really appreciate you guys. Really thank you, Angela, as well, for buying merch. She's really like the superstar merch wearer.
It would be cool if you had a shirt with like just the Gleason's map on it or something like that. You know,
I actually want to do some new designs for some things, but yeah, I was thinking of like the Gleason's map and stuff.
That'd be cool.
I already have a Gleason's map shirt, so people look at me kind of weird when I wear it.
Special there.
Yeah, I got one from the one place, and it just faded really fast. Can't remember where I got it from, but it just faded really fast, and I was quite annoyed by it. So I was like, it's like already. I think I wore it maybe 5 times, and it's already faded.
Jesus Christ. What are you there? What are you here for, man? Good God. I'm done with this. I mean, all they're there for are excuses, rationalizations. Oh, we can't go. Somebody'll kill us. Oh, they don't let you set up a. They don't let you go anywhere you want to. Oh, it's too cold. Oh, I can't get any sun there, says the palest man on the planet. I mean, it's sad. Oh, I don't think he's a real preacher. He must have made his money somewhere. Oh, we don't need to go because we already know everything. And everything they do when they go will deny. That's pretty much it. We don't need to go because we know the truth without being shown any evidence, and everything that we see will deny. Guaranteed. I'll bet anyone money. So yeah, brief cloud cover debunks it. Good Lord, these people are truly pathetic. Yeah, people support him. That's why I said I wish I'd been a flat earther, man. They've got ignorant, gullible people have deep pockets. So that's all I got for you. I'm not gonna watch any more of this shit. I mean, it's just ignorant people being ignorant.
We'll see you later. Y'all take care.
I mean, it's just non-Christians thinking they're more devout than this guy. Don't care for it. So thanks a lot for coming, guys. We'll talk to you later. And as always, click like, subscribe, click the bell notification, or check to see, make sure it's checked. Drop some cash if you can, and we'll be seeing you.